Welcome to the Business of Style podcast with me, your host, Louisa Gabriel. I'm a personal stylist and image strategist who grew a successful six-figure business, and now I'm educating and empowering other personal stylists and image professionals just like you to do the same. So please keep listening to hear the lessons I've learned and the strategies I've used along the way that are guaranteed to take your personal styling career from side hustle to six figures too. The new year is here. Happy 2025, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you are starting this brand new year off with excitement and with energy and with an open mind to the possibilities that are in store for you. I hope you are focused on the path that you want to take, and I hope that you are ready for the success that is out there waiting for you to achieve in this upcoming year. And I want to be there to help you. I want to be there to support you. I want to be your biggest cheerleader. And I also want to be there to support you by bringing you solid information, things that you can use in your personal styling and image consultant business that are going to help you grow and really achieve the success that you are looking for in 2025. And we're not taking a break just because it's New Year's Day today. No, we're not. We're going to start this brand new year off on the right foot. We're going to jump straight in and we're going to talk all about what the keys are going to be if you want to achieve style and success in 2025. So let's dive into it. A brand new episode for a brand new year. All right. The keys to style and success in 2025. I'm going to give you 7 things in this podcast, 7 things that I want you to focus on in this upcoming year. I want you to make sure that you are doing these. If they come from trends that we have seen in business in general, they come from trends that we have seen in styling businesses and the fashion and style industry. And there are themes that are continuing on from 2024. And there's some new things that we're going to see coming up in business in 2025 that you really need to pay attention to because they are going to be important and they are going to help you when it comes to making connections and being successful with your styling business. So let's dive into them. The first thing is you want to focus on authenticity and building real relationships. Now, if you are a regular listener, you heard me talk about this. You heard me talk about authenticity all the way back, probably towards the start of 2024. It was a big thing. People were asking for authenticity from businesses, from people that they did business with, from people that they were considering doing business. They no longer want this perfect aesthetic. They're looking for real. They're looking for genuine. They're looking for authentic people that are going to be able to connect with them on a more personal level than ever before. So if you already started focusing on authenticity in 2024 and bringing that into your business, whether it be through your social media posts, whether it be from doing live videos or just the general feeling and sense of your branding and the things that you are putting out there, you're ahead of the game. This theme is going to continue well into 2025 and possibly beyond, okay? People just want real. They want you to keep it real. They want you to be yourself, and they want you to connect with them. People are looking for connections. They're looking for real, genuine relationships, even when it comes to business relationships. So that is the number one key to your success in 2025. Be authentic and focus on really connecting with your target clients and looking for ways to build real relationships and connections with them. The second thing that you're going to want to do if you want to be successful in 2025 is you're going to want to stay in your own lane. Now, what I mean by stay in your own lane is I want you to ignore what other stylists are doing. It doesn't mean that you can't, take a look at other stylists and see what they're up to. But I don't want you to take what everybody else is doing and make that part of your business. Your business needs to be unique to you. Okay. It ties back perfectly into authenticity, right? Because if we're being authentic, we are being our unique selves, and nobody else can replicate that. And what another stylist is doing is not what we are doing. They have their own unique style. They're being authentic in their business. If you're taking what they're doing, you're not being authentic. So you really want to focus on staying in your own lane and focusing on your own business. Look at what makes you unique. Look at what makes your business different from every other stylist out there and do that. Being different is no longer in business seen as a bad thing. Being different is actually one of the best things that you can do for your business, because it means that if somebody wants what you have to offer, they have to come to you to get it. They cannot find it from anybody else. So staying in your own lane is about finding that identity of your business, not taking the identity from somebody else because what they're doing on social media seems to be working for them. It's all about creating your own steps and creating your own unique business identity. So for 2025, okay, cut out all the noise, cut out all the chatter, stop scrolling for hours looking at other stylists and image consultants and what they're doing. Focus on developing your unique identity and then stay in your own lane and build your business around it. Definitely going to be a big key to make you stand out in 2025. The third key to style and success in 2025 is to stop wasting time. Now, you might think that, well, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Like if you want to achieve something and be successful, you want to put your time into things that are going to help you be successful. But it's not as easy as you may think. And we all get kind of tied up in doing things because somebody else has said that there's a new trend on social media. Okay, we might want to try that out for our business, but that can waste our time. Okay, we can waste so many hours following the new trend and not necessarily seeing any return on the time that we're putting in. So what we need to do is we need to find what is giving us the best ROI, so the best return on our investment. And our investment, when we say investment, is we're talking about the time that we're putting into our business. So you want to figure out, of all the things, the activities that you're doing for your business, the marketing activities, the PR stuff that you're doing, which has been the thing that has really brought you in some new clients or really got more interest in your business. And when you figure that out, that's where you want to focus your undivided attention. Stop wasting time on the things that are not giving you a return on your investment. So if you have been on Instagram for several years now, and yeah, you might have built up a good following and you might be getting lots of interaction, but if you're not getting any clients out of Instagram, that's not giving you a good return on your time investment. So you want to look at the other things that either could be or already are giving you a good return. So maybe you have a Facebook group, and that is really where all your potential new clients are coming from. Give that your undivided attention in 2025. Really focus on that. Focus on growing that group rather than thinking that you have to be posting on Instagram every single day. Maybe you've really been focused on creating blogs, and that's given you a lot of traffic and a lot of interest in your website. If that's the case, that's a good return on your time investment. So that's where you want to be putting your time and energy. You don't want to spend 2025, once again, wasting any more time on things that are not really helping you grow your business. So forget if somebody has said you need to be on Instagram, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. Look at what the information is showing you on things that you have already done in this past year or the past couple of years, and really focus in on the things that are working for your business. Even if you've only had one client up to this point, where did you get that client from? And put your undivided attention into that same thing, into that same area. It's worked once. Chances are it's going to work again. But we don't want to waste any more time, okay? We want to make 2025 the year that everything is going to happen. We want to get that enthusiasm. We want to, feel really good about this new year. And one way is let's stop wasting our time on things that are not really working for our business. Okay, the next thing is I want you to make SEO a priority. Now, you've heard me talk about SEO before, search engine optimization. I'm sure some of you still feel that this is like me talking a foreign language, that you don't really understand it. And I'm sure some of you have actually started to do it. And, it's really started to help your business. But search engine optimization has always been a very, very important thing for businesses. It doesn't matter what business you have, whether it's product related or service related, SEO is a very, very important tool and can be the key to getting you lots of traffic to your website and getting you potential clients. It's something that when I adopted that in my business, that's when my business really, really took off. That's when I started getting clients. That's when the income became regular. So that's where I put most of my undivided attention for a while, was into building my SEO for my business. Okay. But the thing with SEO, we've always thought of it in terms of Google, right? To get ranked on Google, to try and get on that first page. But SEO is actually spreading. SEO is not only about Google and other search engines now, it's also about social media. If you look at more recent posts on social media, some from bigger companies, what you might have noticed is that hashtags are kind of disappearing. We used to put a lot of hashtags in, and then they told us, narrow it down to about 9 hashtags. What you might notice is that a lot of businesses are no longer using hashtags. And what they are using is a long form comment, a long form description of their post, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on TikTok. Okay. It is all using more long form. So they are writing out a paragraph, and within that paragraph, what they're doing is they're including keywords. Why? Because it's all about SEO. SEO is infiltrating social media. It started towards the end of 2024, and it's going to continue to do that as we move further into 2025. So if you haven't already learned about SEO, then this is like another good reason why you need to start, and at least start understanding the basics. You don't have to be an expert. You don't don't have to understand the more complex thing, but you really do need to know some of the basics. You need to understand about keywords and how you can use them so that you can include them not only on your website and your marketing materials, but also you can use it in your social media, as that is what is going to be the trend in 2025. So make SEO a priority this year if you haven't already. Okay, what are we up to? We are up to number 5. Number 5 is I want you to get laser focused on your niche. I want you to stop being this generalist. I want you to become a specialist. I want you to become an expert on a specific area that is really connected to you, that is really tied to you, and something that you really, really love and enjoy. I've talked about niches before and the importance of niching down your business, and that can really help your business grow. I think 2025 is the time that you want to start making that happen. Maybe you were a brand new stylist in 2024 and you were just kind of putting feelers out and trying to figure out your direction. And that is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine to do that when you're just starting. But now we want to take that next step. And that next step is to really get laser focused on our niche. And we want to create something that is unique and that is focused so that we can really tap into our target clients, really get to know them well, because we know that is very important, and really show people what we do, why we do it, and who we're doing it for. Get very clear, get very focused on your niche in this upcoming year. And it really is going to help you find more clients. Don't fall into that trap of thinking that if you are open and willing to see every type of client possibly out there and be a general stylist, that's going to create more opportunities for you, because it doesn't work that way in business. It has been proven time and time again. So get focused, figure out what your niche is going to be, and then start building your business around it. Start building your marketing activities around your niche and around your target clients. It is definitely the key to growth in the upcoming year. The next thing is I want you to focus on developing your styling signature. This could be a signature program that you finally get around to creating if you haven't done it already. If you're a regular listener, you know all about signature programs. You probably know how to actually create one because I've done that episode in the past. But if you haven't got around to actually creating a signature program, let's make 2025 the year that we do this, because we know that having a signature program, it allows us to increase our prices. It allows us to stop that exchange of time for money, which is not going to lead to our success, and it's going to lead to our burnout, which we don't want to do. Also, when you create your signature program, it means that it's something that is very unique to you and that nobody else is doing. So if somebody wants that signature program, they have to come to you because they cannot get it from anyone else. But styling signature not only refers to a signature program, it can also refer to a signature styling method. Maybe as you have been practicing your styling skills, you have come up with this unique way that nobody else has figured out how to create the perfect outfit. Maybe you've got some kind of, recipe for the perfect outfit, or maybe you've got some kind of method that you use with your clients that really helps them to overcome specific challenges that they are facing in their lives. That's a style signature. That method that you are using is your signature as a stylist because only you are doing it. And if that's the case, if you have that, focus on that, promote that. people are going to want to know about that. And they are also going to know that if they want that method, they want that signature method, they want to give it a try, they've got to come to you to get it too. If you haven't already developed your own methods, that's fine. Maybe it's something to put on the list for this upcoming year, something to start thinking about, something to start planning that is going to help you really grow your business. And then the final thing on the list, our 7th key to style and success in 2025. And this is an important one. They're all important, but this is very important too. Stop seeing your business as a side hustle. You might be working a full-time job. I'm sure many of you are. That's how most stylists get started. They're working their full-time job to make sure that they're paying their bills and they're starting to develop their business on the side. And technically, I guess it is a side hustle. But I want you to stop thinking of it like that. Because when you think of something as a side hustle, that is what it is going to be. That is how it's going to be viewed. That's how you are going to subconsciously approach the business. And that potentially is how other people are going to see your business too. It's all about reframing how you talk about your business and how you personally see your business. Don't see it as a side hustle. See it as a business. If it's something that you are working on, it is a business. It's something that you are trying to actively grow and make happen for yourself. So I want you to see it as your business. Forget about the full-time job. Keep doing it, make sure you've got that money coming in, but don't let that be the priority in your mind. The priority in your mind should be your business and growing your business. When you make that shift just by changing the terminology and the way that you talk about your business, it can be so powerful. It can be so powerful in your mind, and it can actually help change your actions and the way that you approach your business. And if you're going to make styling a success in 2025 or in any other year, come to think of it, your mindset is going to play such an important role. So let's make a promise all together today to stop referring to our styling businesses as a side hustle. They're a business, okay? They are our business, and they are going to be an extremely successful business because you know what? We believe in it. And when we believe it, we are going to take the steps that will make it happen. So work on your mindset this year and just shift that narrative a little bit. It's no longer a side hustle. This is your styling business. This is your image consulting business. And you know what? It's going to be a success in 2025. I have no doubt about it. And you know what else too? I am going to be here all throughout 2025, helping you along the way and helping you along that path to success with more episodes. So if you're not already subscribed to the podcast, definitely subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the episodes. And you can get yourself quickly and easily on that path to style and success in 2025. So that's today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and Happy New Year once again. And I am so excited for everything that 2025 is going to bring to us all. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Business of Style podcast, then don't forget to hit subscribe so you'll be notified when a new episode is available. And of course, if you're looking for additional training and resources to help you in your career as a personal stylist, then be sure to visit my website, styleacademyintl.com.